trying number 2. Some of this is not pre-frozen, so I'm going to have to run it as non-pre-frozen. So we have chicken, which is actually cooked chicken. We have egg rolls we're going to try. We have hamburger, both raw. Ooh, let's see if it'll fit. It'll fit. You don't want to go much above the line, but this will fit, so we're going to try it. We have hamburger, which has some ice on it, and then we're going to try the pork ribs. Actually, these are beef ribs. Nope, these are pork. So we got pork riblets with bone in, and I believe that possibly these should cook because the marrow's open on both sides. But this is 2.5 inches, and so can the bones clean out or not? That's the question. All right, then you put the little pad in here. You should put that on first because it is wider. And then try to get this thing on there with one hand, which is never, okay. I've already got this as non-pre-frozen, so it says load food and continue. Freezing. Okay. All right. We're gonna see if this second batch is ran. I got a final dry. I added 6 hours so it'd go through the night so I didn't have to come back down. It's better when you take this off, put the pad underneath. Whew, it's cold. You might have to warm the trays. Alright, well, let's get this top one first. Oh yeah. Plenty done. And as freezing cold as that is, probably negative 30 or 40. Oh yeah, those are nice and warm. So they are completed. Yeah, this weighs nothing. Wow. All right, now we got these. This is what I'm wondering. I gotta put this really closer because I gotta see if this that's dried. I'm gonna destroy one. Oh wow. That is completely dry. So if I can rehydrate these, maybe in a bamboo basket. Oh, let me get my glove back on here. Veal here. I am going to have to. No, I still feel moisture. So this is the back lining. It's not removed. And there's some fat, and so these would be better cooked. There's just no way to do this 100%. So the lining back here is completely sealed. You'd have to poke holes in it to get that out. Even the smallest amount of grease that's not rendered is still wet. So all right, we got the raw hamburger and the Santa Fe rolls. And the problem here is, what I did was, even though we know the fat's bad, I went and sawzalled this open to see if the marrow was dry. It's bone dry. Even after 2 inches or 3 inches of distance here, there's enough opening that it is completely dry. So if you cook these or pressure cook them, you would have a perfect piece of meat. All right. We have our freeze-dried pork rib ends, and I cut apart the marrow, and it looked okay. It was dry. Moisture reader reads 0. So what I'm going to try to do is rehydrate these and get them into, we're going to try the foodie. And what we'll do is pressure cook them in some water and maybe bring them back to life faster. Water. Put these in the foodie. Turn that baby on. What do we got? A pressure cook. I'm going to do high. I'm going to do 25. Start it. And we will be back. All right, this is done. Try a temperature. 134. Yeah, it feels like the center might still be dry. You have to soak them in water first for a while and either steam them after. 170. Well, they definitely got hot. These ribs, I think, are still dry. Just cut one open really fast just to see. Are completely moist all the way through. I don't think the steam got them, so I want to cut one open and a couple of them open and take a look. Let's see. Yep. I can hear it already. So yeah, the very center. So 22 minutes you'd be pretty much cooking these. So you should soak them in water first before. So I'm going to put them in hot water. I'm going to put that same juice water back in here and let them sit for a while. And then I'm going to put them in the oven for about 225 for a while. So you should soak these first half hour or more before you pressure cook them. It's hot. I want it goes directly in it. And we'll let them sit for a while and then put them in. About an hour after I soaked them, I've got them at 210 in the oven, and I wanted to cut one open and see if the soaking for about 30 minutes in that hot water would have hydrated them enough I can cut them open. So it's still a little dry in the center. Oh, because of this membrane. So this membrane is still causing problems. The very top's moist, but the very bottom against this membrane is still dry. Super, super nice. They're perfect. However, here's some membrane. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Well, this one did get moist on the bottom. So, some did, some didn't. Maybe the thicker ones